So one of the major topics on your midterm will be counting rhythm, interpreting rhythm. And you'll get 4 kinds of questions, and I'm going to demonstrate each of the 4 kinds. The first one is just, here are 3 rhythms and a counting. Which one is the correct rhythm for the counting given? So maybe you can just read these rhythms and know what they're like, but maybe you'll have to have some scrap paper on the side and count these all. The first thing is we're in 3/4, so there's only 3 beats per measure. And what you could do is you could count them all the long way and then see which one matches up, right? Or you could look for subtle differences between them, but I'm just going to count them all. 1, 2, and 3. Bar lines start over. 1, this is 3. This is the and before 3. That means 2 is buried in the middle right there. So that is not a match. Okay? And 1, 2, and 3, and start over. 1, and. This is the last quarter note. That's 3. That means 2 is buried here. Put a parenthesis around it. That is also, it looks the same. So maybe that's the answer. Let's just check this one here. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2. This is the last and of the measure, means 3 is buried in there. So we can see that the answer is the green one right there. Okay? You are given a counting, pictures of similar rhythms. You figure out which one it is. You can do it by counting them all and matching, or you could look for idiosyncrasies in the counting. For instance, this is 1, 2, and 3, and, so you know it couldn't be this one because this has just got 3 at the end, and so on. Okay? All right. Another question would be, here is a rhythm. Sorry. Here are some countings. Which one is the rhythm? And this one's even easier maybe because you just count it. Yes? So 1 and 2 and. Because this is worth 2/8 notes, but it starts on the and. 3, 4, and. Is that enough to get us where we need to go? It can't be that one because the 2 is not in parentheses. It can't be this one because the and would never be in a parentheses, because if it's in a parentheses, we wouldn't write the and. It looks like it's going to be this one right here. 1 and 2 in parentheses. Oh, it's missing. Ha! I made a mistake when I was writing these out. I'll double check them on the midterms. That would be the correct one. 3, 4, and we'll find that this counts the same. 1 and 2, 3, parentheses, 4, and. Again, it's the opposite. You're given countings and you have to figure out which one it is. Okay. More difficult. You're given 3 rhythms and I play one of them. There'll be an audio soundbite. I'm just going to strum my ukulele without any notes. I put this on here right there. And I'll give you a count and I'll go, how about this? You can play it as many times as you want. I'll do it again. And I think, again, with this, obviously if you hear it and you can see it in here and the answer presents itself, great. But if it doesn't, you probably have to count these and clap them yourselves and see which one matches up. So I'm just going to give you the answer for this one, though. It went bum, 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 ba, ba, right? It can't be this one right here because this goes bum, bum, ba, ba. And this was bum, bum, ba. So it's got to be one of these two. And then here, if you listen, it didn't go ba, 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 ba. It went ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So it just had two even notes here. So it has to be this one, not that one right there. I'm going to play them all for you just so you can hear them. Listen and look for the differences. The first one's going to have long, short, and then a bunch of stuff, right? And here you'll be able to tell that there's two of these, but not another one that's quick right there. Here's the first one. Okay. Here's the second one, which is the one that I played. Similar ending, but different here and different there. And this one here is very different. It goes. Okay, here are two quick ones at the end, which you wouldn't have there. It has three notes at the beginning like this, and then it has a long one and a short one like there. Okay. Last question requires interactivity on your part. You're just going to be given a rhythm. And because we're in Canvas and you have access to putting up media, you will count this on your own and then record you playing or saying it. So first thing you do, and you won't be able to choose this, you'll be able to type it in as an essay question, but I do it on scratch paper. 1 and 2, 3. Remember, this is worth 3 and 4. This is the last and in the measure right there before we start over, so the 4 is in there like that. 1 and this goes over, 2 and 3, 4. So you will have to type that into the answer, but then you will have to practice and put on a metronome and record and upload a file. Most questions will let you just do that right there. Or you can do it separately, make a small video, but I just need audio. And it'd be like 1 and 2, 3 and 1. Actually, I think I'm going to have you clap that rather than say it, okay? Because it gets confusing on whether you have to do those. So it'll be like this. Or you could do it on your ukulele as well. Okay, and that's probably the most challenging of all because you have to interpret what that is, and then you have to be able to perform it. Those are your 4 kinds of questions. See it, count it, perform it. See some choices, hear an audio example, figure out which one it was. See some notated things, have some choices for counting, pick one matches it. Pick the one that matches it. Some different kinds of rhythms, a given counting, you have to figure out which one matches it. It's all approaching the same thing. You can count something. You can look at something and say this would be the counting of, then you can figure out what it would sound like, and you could perform it on a metronome. That's it. Okay.